Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Yes. Ahad as-salam. Ahad. Ahad as-salam. Ahad. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Ahad. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Human beings, my mothers of the human race, the human being, humankind. Yes, today on the 15th or 16th of February 2026, we are here in Vancouver. In Vancouver, as well as in our on the other side of Mother Planet, as in Australia, and the Americans, New York, and the UN Assembly, as well as in the United Nations, UNESCO, as well as World Health Organizations, as well as the entire academia of what you call modern world, modern life. In that, there are men and women who qualified doctorates who have honors of doctorates in this and that. However, on behalf of my mother, the great Megan Carter, as well as my surviving mother, Angela Merkel. Yes, my mother, Angela Merkel. Ahad Assalam. Ahad. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yes. While today, as usual, we've looked at the genetics, we've looked at health. Before we go into the world of genetics, we are going to look at the health of every human being. And with that, I did send my beautiful salam as Ahad, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, to my great mother, today, in whom I do kind of send my biggest warmth and my biggest beauty of congratulations and happy birthday to my mother, Angela Merkel. Ahad Assalam Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Yes, in my European capacity as a European, as an American, as an Australian, as a New Zealand, as a Chinese, as an African, I say again, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu alla ilaha illallah. Ahad. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My mothers of the human race, today we are looking at what you call alarms in your health, alarms in the world of academia, alarms while we are kind of putting what you call the human race onto a scale with that which they have said they've advanced in. In modern times, time and time again, you hear men say, yes, we are advanced in knowledge. With caution, I would like to remind human beings that advanced knowledge is a knowledge, if at all it was that was an advanced knowledge, would have some kind of bells, really beautiful bells, or what we call, how do you call it? I would use bells, but if advanced knowledge, if you are to put it on a scale and say it has alarms when you have sirens somewhere in the mountain, in every corner of this planet through the what you call volcanic eruptions. All those volcanic eruptions, they do occur from inside of me to remind me that yes, me, Mother Dunya, me, Mother Planet Earth, I do switch off the alarms if I see that men and women are in a direction which may be not desirable for future generations, even the present generations. We're gonna look at genetics. Yes, the language of genetics. In the language of genetics, I think if we are to look at how long have we had to say yes, we are looking at genetics, and how much are we, or do we own in the basket in terms of genetics language. As I reminded you in one of my interpretations of the ayahs of the Holy Quran, I did say that at present time, or what you call the modern times, the language of genetics is very, very kind of limited to the human brain, because of the capacity that the human brain cannot expand or cannot adjust to that knowledge due to the magnitude, or to the magnitude of that language, or the genetics language. With that, I would require every mother, every learned scholar, every doctor, every physician, they call it, the people look after what you call your health on a daily basis. It is very important that each and every one you understand that individually, you are individuals in one way or the other, as in that capacity, in that one or the other, you are individuals. If you're to sit on a dining table, there may be a man saying, I'm a professor. There may be another person who says, I'm a doctor. There may be another one who says, I'm a technician. There's another who says, I'm this and that. All these are titles that can all be wrapped up in one single whatever. And when you men say we are walking into the world of the genetics language. So in that sense, as I said in one of my videos, I said that at present time, in 2026, today the date is, I think the 16th or 16th, 2026, February, mankind has no clue how big and how massive and how big this genetics language is. And on that interpretation, how do you reverse what was already kind of causing bells, alarm silence in every corner of this planet in terms of Mother Nature or Mother Planet as saying to human beings, yes, human beings, there are things that Allah for say that, oh, human beings, you can walk what you call al-mustaqim, a straight path. A straight path is a path that does not allow any one of you as human beings, let you be, you say you're a professor, you are a technician, you are an atomic technician, you are a doctor, you're a physician, you are this and that. There are some interpretations or ayahs of the Holy Quran which prohibits, because in the Holy Quran Allah says prevention is better than cure. In every statement of the Quran, either encrypted or direct laws, they say prevention is better than cure. Medically, if you have to go in whatever, you say yes, prevention is better than cure. In that capacity, Allah says yes, my article, my decree to every human is Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. That holy divine oath which you human beings take before you are the doors of life, of what you call life on this planet, are open for you to come onto this planet, is that ayah, that very holy divine oath has what we call restrictions on what men can do and what they cannot do. And those are what we call holy divine interpretation of ayahs in terms of laws, prescription of laws, prescription of holy directives, and prescription of prescriptions of interpretation to the beauty of life, of how do men understand life and what that means when you say, Allah says, yes, when I created you, I did say to each and every one of you before, that is when you were in your mother's womb, that Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. That means Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar means Allah is the greatest. And Allah mustaqim, when we say Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah, Allah says, yes, walk a straight path. On that straight path, that you do not gather scratches until what is a treasure to you, and that's life. The beauty of your integrities, the beauty of your dignities, the beauty of your house, the beauty on your faces, the beauty on your children's faces, the beauty on your grandma's faces, the beauty on your grandfather's faces. In that, Allah says, when I do command you to say Allahu Akbar when you are in a posture of prostration, is to remind you, yes, it's your birthday, as well as to remind you that never deviate, never take on a journey, never open a door that may be very, very complicated, that may cause alarms and silence from every corner of every from Mother Nature, from Mother Planet Earth, as well as from above you in the outer space. In the outer space, whatever is there travels or works on the rotation and the absolute divine holy decrees of Allah, and those decrees demands that, yes, al-mustaqim, Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar. We are going to go back to the genetics language. The genetics language, I did ask every one of you who say we are advanced in knowledge. Knowledge is good if it's applied not in a fraudulent way, not in when you commit fraud, or when it's not gained in fraudulently. When you take knowledge, something beautiful as knowledge, and you put it on whatever, and you apply your fraudulent or corruption and what have you, that's when it opens another door for you. And that door is a door of what we call disease. Many of you in modern times, and who are professors, medics, and what have you, did not know that every grain of sand on this planet, in one way or the other, it is a living organism. It's a living what? Organism, something that has life in it. That applies to every atom. In those atoms, there are signatures of Allah, very, very holy signatures. If those signatures of Allah touches any one of you and they find that you are arrogant, corrupted in one way or the other by your desires and lusts, that's when the mother planet Earth, whom you, every one of you men and women, gather what to feed from, sends what you call switches on what we call alarm, silence, to remind each and every one of you that you are on this planet not as gangsters, not as criminals, but people who seek or soul beings or creations which are to be guided, which way is the truth and which way is very costly. If it comes to when your bodies cannot handle things that some doors, as I said, if you open the door of genetics, it's very, very complicated. Very, very, extremely complicated. Because you don't have that capacity in your brains to understand what knowledge is or what genetics is, if you do not have a clean brain which tells you that you are created by Allah and everything around you prostrates before Allah. It's only you, a few of you men, who say, we are intelligent. Are you really? Allahu Akbar.